Welcome, Tune Freakers, to a new tutorial, which also means we have another tool for our awesome musicians. Basically, this time we've got newsletter functionality, which is really powerful, and it'll keep you in contact with your fans and your website visitors, which is very important if you want to sell more music as well as make more concert ticket sales and anything else. If you're selling merchandise, you can even sell more merchandise using these newsletters. It's really easy and simple, like all of the rest of our tools that we produce. Basically, you want to log into your control panel, and this is what you'll see after you log in. Now, next, we just want to go ahead and enable this new add-on here. So click on your website add-ons, and you'll be presented with this page. Afterwards, go ahead and click activate here. Next, you'll notice a new newsletters option here. Go ahead and click on that, which will take you to your newsletter screen here. This screen is what you'll be using to establish the emails that will be automatically sent. Now, you can also just send what is referred to as an email blast. For instance, if you already had 500 fan email addresses, you could just send a new email to all of those addresses all at once. For instance, if you were, dropping an album. So let me go ahead and show you how these two options work. After you install or enable the TF Newsletters add-on, you'll see a draft here, which is a 5-minute user guide. Now, you don't want to really use this. It's just here as an example. So I'm clicking on it, and this is what I'll see. So any standard newsletter that you create will be considered an email blast. Now, if you go in here and you select automatic newsletter, you have some options. So you can automatically send this email that you're about to create when you make a new post on your site, or when someone subscribes to your list, which is basically the subscription box that goes on your website. They'll be able to input their email to that and be able to be added to a list. And then that list will automatically let them be emailed. See the list name here. By default, whenever you install this and enable it, you'll be able to have a default list called newsletter. So that's what everyone gets added to in the beginning. And so you can choose the option to send them an email right after they subscribe to your list, or you can enable it for X amount of hours, 2 hours or 3 hours behind, or days, or even weeks. So that's how you can basically make a bunch of emails, assign them to a list that people can join, and then they'll be sent those emails in a timely fashion, depending on how you choose for it to be set up. That's really powerful, and we made it really easy. So you would give your email here a name. So let's go ahead and back out of this and go ahead and create another one. So like I said, don't use this. It's just there as an example, so I'll actually just delete it. So let's create a new email here. Now we're back to the same screen. So let's just create something when someone is added to your list. Now this third option, I forgot about this earlier, but this is whenever someone may register for your site. That feature is not done yet, but it will be useful in the future. So just use this one here for now. This really doesn't apply to your site currently either. We're working on more future features for this, so please excuse the mess, but just use whenever someone subscribes to your list. And so it'll use the default list named newsletter that we already create whenever you enable the newsletter functionality. And let's say we want to send them an email right after they subscribe to the to our subscription form on the website. Now you may be curious, like, what is a subscription form? So let me show it to you. Basically, this is the example website that I'm logged into. And so down here, you will have a subscribe box. And we play around with our example sites, so don't take this seriously. Anyways, they'll put their email in the box here, and then be able to hit subscribe here, and then that'll put them on your list. So right after they subscribed, I want to say welcome. Click next right here. And you'll see our beautiful real-time editor here. It's really easy to use. All you have to do is just click on it. You can kind of hover your mouse out and see how the email is going to look from top to bottom. So I might want to say, you know, thanks for joining my rap email list. You can say whatever you want here. I'm really happy you decided to support my music. So if I wanted this to be in a different color, or bold the text, or italicize it, it's easy. All I have to do is use this editor here, and I can easily make the text look however I want. So that's how I like it, that part. You know, I might have a different header here, like check your email inbox for my updates. And, you know, again here I might say, I'm the best rapper. Oops, that's ugly. Rapper alive. And then go in here and I can change this image easily. So I can delete it here. I can also move things around. And I can also insert new titles and text if you got more to say than just what's already there. These areas like this are just kind of placeholders when you create a new one. So you might want to go in here and delete this out and drag the new social bookmarks here. You'll see it'll tell you where you can put it. And once you place it, you can basically go in here and put your Facebook, your Twitter, your Google Plus, and your LinkedIn if you want to. And you can even set the size of it. And pick any type of icons that you like in this list here. So just to show you, I don't want to go and find all those right now, but that's how it would come out. And so for images, super easy. This is the default image. It's always in there. But you might want to add your own images or use some from your TuneFreak site. So let's see, I'm going to put this guy in, this guy. And I can't forget about this guy. So let's go ahead and put these guys in here. And like I said, I'm the best rapper alive. There it is. So it's super easy to edit your emails to make them look just like you want to. Or, you know, if you want to show anybody your new album covers, it's super easy to do that with our technology here. So once you're happy with how the email looks, you can go ahead and click on the next step, or even send yourself a preview. It should have your email address in that part. And this is the last details here. So this is basically going to be the subject that they'll see in their email inbox. It's reiterating what you said before in case you want to make any changes. By default, all websites send out email from our network as this, so someone can just look at the address and know it was a musician that had a website at TuneFreak.com. And you can also set the reply to. This should automatically be your email address. If it is not, set it here and it'll be saved. You can set your name so they see the sender's name. And you can send yourself a preview once again to see how your email will look after you created it. And if you're ready, go ahead and click activate now. If not, save as a draft and close it. So I've already got some people, some test email addresses, these right here, inserted into this. I imported them rather. So I will not be sending them to them because of this option. But if I wanted to send it to them, all I have to do is click cancel, uncheck this, and activate it. And it should send it to all these fake email addresses here. Now the reason it had that box checked is essentially it's waiting on people to subscribe using this box here so they can get sent that. Now, imported email addresses that you already have saved in, you might not want to use those. So speaking of which, let me show you where those go. Now, here are all these fake email addresses. Well, they were different earlier, but basically you can import these using this import option here. Let's click on it. So it'll show you a form box here. All you got to do is copy your email addresses if you already have them. Put them all in. Maybe you got some friends from your your own email inbox that you want to put on your list, or you can upload a file. The easiest way is just to copy and paste it in here and click next, and it'll easily show you that, you know, this is the email and which list you want these to go to, or more than one. So like I said earlier, we got the newsletter list there, so we can go ahead and click import to that list, since that is basically the main list. And you can see the new email addresses here have got imported, and now we have 2 pages of subscribers. The opposite works, export. So if you build up a lot of people and you just want to save a file to your hard drive, or you have some other need or use you want to use those email addresses with, maybe your management wants to use them, you can simply use this page here, the export, and export them out to a file, you know, on your TuneFreak site. Eventually we're going to start allowing you guys to collect more than just the email, such as the name, last name, IP address, and things like that, so that you can export that data too, just in case you need it. Now let's go back to our main subscribers page. And for instance, if you wanted to edit the default list, you can make your own, but I suggest you just use the newsletter one that your site comes with. But if you want to edit it, click on it, or click on edit, and basically this is what it is. But I suggest you shouldn't even need to edit any of this. Now let's go back one. For instance, you might want to view the subscribers though, so you can click that here or use this right here. Last but not least, we got our settings tab here. And basically, if you put in your company or your management company, or if you're just an independent musician and you got, you know, you doing your thing out of the house, just put your address in there. That'll be basically put at the bottom of all your emails that go out. It's basically a legal compliant requirement. So it can help your email delivery to your fans. Sometimes people that don't use it might not be able to send to everyone, but that doesn't always happen. We suggest you fill it in. You don't have to. Email notifications. So if your email address, it should automatically populate from what you registered your TuneFreak account with us with. If it doesn't, change this what's in here. And basically these options will send you a notification whenever someone subscribes. Like I said earlier, using this box right here. Or if someone unsubscribes, you definitely want to know. You want to also kind of try to figure out why they unsubscribed. Maybe they didn't like your emails. Otherwise, you can opt to get a daily summary of emails that were sent out to all your different fans and subscribers. Again, this is the sender notifications that we went over earlier. It's here again in case you want to change it. We're getting ready to add some awesome commenting functionality to all of our TuneFreak site, and this will basically kick in then, so you could check this box. And so whenever someone went to comment, imagine this was a comment box and not a box that sends you fan mail. So if someone left a comment, there will be a tick box down here that says, hey, do you want to subscribe? So you can enable that with this, and also tell it again which default list to use. So that's why it's important. You kind of really just want to use the same list until in the future time when we offer more advanced features for you guys. This option here basically allows people that have certain emails, like not Gmail, but there may be some out there, maybe a Qmail, maybe a M-mail or something, but some email services don't show emails properly. And like you've seen before, when we were designing our beautiful email to be sent out, we don't want it to look ugly. So we do also give your fans an option at the top of their emails we give them an option that they can basically click on a link and go to a web page with your email in it. And if you give me a second here, I'll show it to you. So the link would be here, and they would go to a page on your site that had your email in it, just like this. So if they couldn't see it right, now they can. The text of the unsubscribe link, some people get tired of your emails, and by law, you kind of have to let them off your email list. You can't hold them hostage. So we have to include an unsubscribe link, and basically that'll appear down here. But if you don't like how it says it, maybe you might want it to say, stop emailing me. So you could change that here, and it will be reflected here. And your unsubscribe page is an automatically created page. We suggest you can edit it if you want to or preview it, but there's really no need to change it. That basically wraps up this entire tutorial video. I really didn't mean to go this far, but I want you guys to be able to use all of the power of this tool. So if you have any questions, let me know. Actually, there is a little bit more. So I'll hurry up with this because it's already at 16 minutes. So these are your forms. You really don't have any need to edit this. If you do, it will change how your form looks on your site here. So if you want to ask them their name, you can easily edit this form here and drag in a name field if you wanted to. And that way you could get the person's name. Otherwise, let's go back. You got sign up confirmation here. And basically this gets sent to them, your fans and your visitors, when they sign up or subscribe using the box. It gets sent to them and just basically thanks them for joining your list. So truly, you don't need 2 welcome emails, but they do have to receive this one as well, because they got to click this activation link in it, which tells your website that they actually subscribed and it wasn't just an accident. In the advanced tab, you really shouldn't have to do anything here unless you got more than one user logging into your site, such as management. But if you have any questions about any of this stuff, please feel more than free to contact us. And rock on, TuneFreakers.